There's a stretch of land between Charleston and Savannah where the tides move slow, but the stories run deep. They call it the Lowcountry, and this is Lowcountry Unscripted. We're not here for headlines. We're here for heart, for the fishermen and the founders, the chefs, the hustlers, the hometown heroes, the people who make this region more than just a postcard. It's voices from the docks, the dirt roads, the dive bars, and the back porches where truth gets told. No filters, no edits, no bull, just raw Southern stories told straight up. This is the real Lowcountry, and these are its people. Lowcountry Unscripted, stories that built the Lowcountry, powered by Coastal Solutions Media. Broadcasting from the Coastal Solutions Media Studios in Hardingville, South Carolina, here are your hosts, Brian and Gina Pierce.
Hey, Lowcountry. Welcome to Lowcountry Unscripted. The stories about the Lowcountry. I am Brian. To my left, my co-host, my wife. Say hello, Gina.
Hey, y'all. This is episode 1, the pilot. We nailed the name on the first try because that's exactly what this is. It's Lowcountry Unscripted.
We're here to tell real stories about real people, building businesses, raising families, shaping the culture of Bluffton, Hilton Head, Hardyville, Ridgeland, to Charleston, all the way back to Savannah, and everything in between and beyond.
We're starting with folks we already know, people making waves in the community.
That's right. We've got Cassandra Lopez from Brooms and Roses. She's got one of the sharpest cleaning services right now in the Lowcountry. I know Carol Mullen wants to be on here from Mullen Care Consultants, senior home care consultant. Call Carol. You know that. And who knows, maybe soon we will be able to have Shelley and Gary Elliott into the studio. And having that, happy 4th of July, Lowcountry. We're standing in the heart of a pretty special one, the 249th Independence Day. Next year, 250th. I call that an anniversary. I think, I probably won't be alive for another one, so.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Happy many fourths.
Yeah, so we've got some local events we want to get to right away. And Gina, go ahead, take it away.
All right, here's your Lowcountry 4th of July lineup. In Hilton Head, Shelter Cove Harbor Fest Fireworks, which is a family fest with live music and fireworks over Broad Creek starting at dusk. Hilton Head has Harbor Town Greg Russell concert under the Liberty Oak with fireworks again starting around 9 o'clock. North Charleston, the Riverfront Park 4th of July Festival, gates open at 5 p.m. Food trucks, live music, and fireworks, of course, around 9. Mount Pleasant, Patriots Point, the USS Yorktown Fireworks Blast. Vendors, live music, and fireworks from 7 to 10 p.m. That's going to be an awesome time. Folly Beach has pier fireworks at dusk, which is a classic beachfront show. And then Savannah has the River Street 4th of July celebration, live music and fireworks over the Savannah River starting around 9:15.
Hey, and whether you're staying local or making the drive to Savannah, bring chairs and bug spray and stay safe and enjoy your Lowcountry 4th of July. So here we are, our first episode.
Yay.
Yay. So anyways, we kicked this off because too many stories go untold. It's not always the famous names. It's the everyday people that are building, hustling, and shaping this place. And that's why we started this. So, it's pretty, I think it's a pretty amazing thing. I hope it really takes off.
I mean, we've met so many people who are doing amazing things. And we just said, let's give them a mic.
Yeah, no script, no fluff, just real conversations in real time. And, I think one thing that's a really interesting concept, shoot. I can't believe the dog didn't bark.
Well, I think she's taking a nap.
Oh, who's this? Surprise third guest, ladies and gentlemen. This is no kidding. This guy just stops over. Oh, wow. Check that out. Hey, happy 4th of July. We've got this guy. This guy, just have a seat, man.
Hola.
How you doing?
Doing good, man.
Ladies and gentlemen of Lowcountry, I'd like to introduce to you a fine one here, a transplant. Kevin Miller, welcome to the show.
Transplant.
Say hello.
25-year-old
Kevin Miller.
A.K.A. Kevin Miller.
Did you say 25 years old?
25 years old.
25 years here. Yeah. And I'm 20. Yeah.
25 year old.
You got you got 5 years on me. I think. I don't know. I was here in 06, so 19.
That's 6 years then. 2025 is 2020.
Yeah, you got
Let me help you with the math there.
You got, well, I had to redo my math. I thought I was at 20.
I've been here since 2013.
Yay.
Yay.
That's 12.
Doing pretty good.
I know I'm pretty good at math.
No, I mean,
Yeah, so I mean, it's one thing. I'm sorry, it's great timing that you came onto the show here. One thing that defines the Low Country, I think, is the mix of these lifelong locals and these energetic newcomers that are coming down here. This last week, was it last week? About a week or 10 days ago, you get a report that Jasper County, as a matter of fact, right here where the headquarters of Coastal Solutions Media Studios is, Jasper County is the #1 fastest growing county in the United States.
God help us.
So
God,
the
everyone is moving
fact
there.
that is the case means that there are going to be a lot of people that help build this place. Mm-hmm. And that's what this podcast is for.
It's a dynamic blend.
More-
New ideas.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to
Tradition.
explode.
More golf courses.
More
It's going to
golf
explode,
courses,
I'm telling you.
Hopefully a Costco.
It's going to explode.
There's definitely a Buc-ee's coming. That's
Something.
exciting.
Oh, that's
something that'll-
definitely coming, the
Something that we'll
Buc-ee's.
put in and won't
We
close
could do a
later.
whole show just about how exciting it's going to be to have Buc-ee's so close by.
Did you see how many?
Never been to a Buc-ee's.
Oh my God, I can't wait to take you.
Hey, bring your wallet.
And your
Bring my
appetite.
wallet.
Bring your wallet.
Let me tell you that their brisket is effing amazing.
Listen, you cannot, if you got me and Gina, just the two of us. Now, listen, conservatively, just going in there and getting some for lunch, maybe a snack for each of us, $80.
$80. I never spent $80
Well,
on
I-
food.
$40
you
a
That was
person.
when we were larger.
So you're saying $40 per person.
We were large and in charge.
We were much larger then. Things have changed drastically.
$40 a person is what you're roughly saying.
It's expensive.
If you
Is that what you? It's expensive.
So I'm saying, I'm just
Also,
saying it's
Not
expensive.
even a yes.
there is
Not
just-
even a. It's
there is
expensive.
just random stuff everywhere. Random stuff
Listen,
everywhere.
it's
just
the si-
everywhere.
it's
Well,
like
at the
it's-
same time, though, Hilton
it's
Head
so much
Island, bro.
fun.
Pretty much anywhere I go there, if I take my kid to go eat,
Listen, it's half the size of a super
it's 40,
Walmart.
40, $50. So I mean, if you want a nice dinner or something, I guess it's gonna. Be
I'm
it's
not
It's
even
half
kidding.
the size of a super Walmart.
It's amazing, and they have the best bathrooms
Is it
in
kind
the
of like a
entire
wannabe
world.
Dave and Buster's?
No.
What's
No.
what's the difference?
It's a store. Like
It's
you
a-
go in there, and
it's
It's like the
got all
Cracker Barrel on steroids.
Yeah,
No,
pretty
well,
much.
but
But
you
it's
don't
all
sit
futurized
down.
and
No, you don't
futurized.
sit down. It's like a huge convenience store.
It's a
with-
gas station.
with like carving
Buc-ee's.
stations and taco stations.
And they call it
Hey,
a
they
donut
originated in
sections.
Texas.
It's amazing. And their bathrooms are the cleanest ever. You could probably just drive from Hilton Head
Dude, you
all
could
the way
lick
to
off
the
their.
Buc-ee's
You could
just
lick
to
off
take
their
a dump.
toilet seat.
I'm not kidding. They're always cleaning those bathrooms. Always.
Yeah,
It's
They're
amazing.
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 And they
it's
got
a
like
gas
55
station?
stalls.
It's
It's a
amazing.
gas station. Yeah.
And when you see
How does
Bucky
it-
walking
wait,
around,
How many
you can
stalls
get your
are?
photo taken.
How many
So-
stalls are actually in the women's bathroom?
what-
Because most of ours is made up of urinals. So how many stalls are actually in the female bathrooms? Of
I would have to
Buc-ee's?
say at least 25 to 30.
So what do you
It's
say?
like a giant square.
You said a carving station.
Brisket.
for brisket, hot brisket on the
How
road.
is there hot brisket
Oh
and
my
the best
God.
brisket at a convenience
Okay, look,
store?
they just opened one in Brunswick on the 1st.
Is there gas pumps outside, literally?
Yeah.
so many?
And people park at them. So there has to be so many because people park at them to go in and go shopping.
And they
They could be there for an hour.
And they do not allow
No
semis.
trucks. No truck
You
drivers.
can't. They don't allow those there.
Well, I would imagine not if they don't
That's
have
why
that
the
parking
bathrooms
area.
are so clean.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
It's
I'm not gonna.
true.
It's true. I'm not gonna lie.
As a former
I'm just
trucker
laughing
wife,
because he was a former trucker.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. As a former
and I'm
trucker wife,
I'm
I
sitting
know
here
how
telling
nasty
you.
their bathrooms
Hey,
are.
and it's not
gross.
It's not just the bathrooms. It's the parking lot.
Oh God.
Because most guys don't go into the convenience store to use the bathroom. They use the
No.
parking lot. So it's
Gross.
more or less a thing that's outside.
Gross.
And imagine when it rains, that shit slides downhill. So, Kevin here, he's got a lot of experience here in the Low Country, more than I do. He's met a lot more people than I have. That's for sure.
Well, considering when I first thing I was doing when I first came to Hilton Head was I worked at the radio station, one St. Augustine place. It's called Adventure Radio.
You can tell that he's worked on a radio station too.
He has a good voice for radio.
It's not good face for radio too.
Hey.
So Brian didn't give me a camera.
Yeah, you can tell. I can hook you up.
No, we're good. We're good.
I can pull you in right now.
We're good.
I have the.
But moving here, my first experience at Hilton Head was back then. It was a bigger concert scene. I mean, literally, there was people that played bands, international acts that came to Hilton Head. Alien Ant Farm, Hank Williams Jr. the Third. I mean,
where were they going? Oh,
well,
to that tennis.
No. You're talking about when ICP came to
beach and tennis.
Beach and tennis.
Yeah,
to the ballroom as they call it.
We lived over there when that happened.
The Fago root beer, Stone's Throw.
We were in Stone's Throw when they had that concert over there.
I think I was working that night.
I was not.
I think I was actually working at Grand Ocean that night.
That was absolutely miserable.
They flooded that whole area, dude. That Fago, the root beer they spray all over the room. They said it was 2 inches deep in that whole ballroom. Carpets were ruined. Everything in there was wall.
I guess
the wall had to be cut out about 6 feet up and taken out and redone.
I guess that's why they haven't had
you just don't have crazy circus acts.
No
pun intended with ICP.
I don't know why they would think that they would be such a draw to Hilton Head, but
they had a big crowd, but there you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to what I was saying.
Drain that
Stop
one.
it, Brian.
Well, I'm going to go back to what I was saying. There was a place called Captain Woody's. Captain Woody's, where it is now, is not
Don't
where it
do
was
that,
not too long
Brian.
ago. I think it's Target Road.
Yeah.
Target Road, that was the old Captain Woody's. Before it was Captain Woody's, it was Riders.
Mm-hmm.
Before Riders, it was the Blue Night Cafe. Before the Blue Night Cafe, it was the Blue Note, but the Blue Note was
what was this, on the north end?
South end. An infringement on the name rights for the Blue Note, so it became the Blue Night, and that's where the concerts were held. It's an old movie theater, the old Hilton Head movie theater. Over there on the south end on Target Road, across from Publix, and the old.
Not the one in the movie theater.
Well, you know where Rollers is, right? The gas station, Circle K's right there.
Yeah.
Right behind that.
The building's still there.
Yeah, it's still there. They still have all the decking that Captain Woody's built to put out there. I think originally some of it was built by the Riders, and then when they came in, they built a bar and everything back there, which I don't understand why nobody keeps it. It seems like everybody's renting everything around Hilton Head. Nobody owns anything.
It seems like there's a lot of wasted, abandoned property on
One Mama's moved from the Bermuda over to Park Plaza.
Yeah, they did.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're over there, the old, what was that place? Marley's?
Oh, Marley's,
The old Marley's.
Oh,
Marley's in
It's a
Thailand.
great location for her.
Yeah, that's where One Hot Mama is now.
Oh, that's a great.
Why
they
did
got
they
tired.
move over there?
Well, it was the night scene over in the Bermuda Triangle.
Well,
It's
didn't they change it? Wasn't it? It was Marley's for like ever. I used to love going there. That was
Right.
my favorite. I loved
Marley's
going to
Island
Marley's.
Grill,
Remember?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Is that out of business? Or did they move?
They just have the casual Marley's. It's still there, right? With the ice cream truck.
Yeah, that little building there. But
Yeah, it's like Marley's.
It's still,
it's like they're more like beach
consolidated.
food. Yeah, it's not the fancy Marley's that we remember. The fancier, I should say. God, their food was good. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
I only went there a couple times.
Yeah, you went there with me
You
because
know?
I was concierge at that time, so
Well, you
I got
remember
to
when,
taste all their food. It was
Well, it's like the Black
fabulous.
Marlin actually used to be Hemingway's.
Yes.
Yeah, and that name was a French, whatever. Somebody's rights to their name. So they had to change it.
Man, I had something.
But
good
the
too
Hurricane
about
Bar has
that.
always been called the Hurricane Bar.
Well,
Always.
always a great place to go
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, I would say down in that area, you got C3 at the Crab Company or whatever
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
Carolina Crab. Love that
That's
place.
where
too.
Captain Woody's was for the
We
longest.
used to go there.
and they
Remember,
moved
we used to
from
go
there.
there
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah. See, things move around. Nobody rents. Everybody's renting.
That's
Like Panera Bread. That whole place in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's owned by the Mazzocchi brothers,
Oh,
Joe and Jim Mazzocchi.
you know the place that they opened up next to it, Local Legend.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, really great there. And
Yeah,
they've got all that awesome atmosphere in the back, so they just open up the garage
So they actually have a
doors.
stage and stuff, or what? I've never been in there. I have no clue.
it's a brewery, so that you can see the brewery, and then they've got all their custom
Well, that's what I
beers
think the
and
Hickory
stuff.
Tavern kind of like.
They've
didn't
got
think of-
arcade stuff for kids,
Right.
and then they've got like fire pits and stuff outside with like cornhole and everything in the back.
Well, if you think it through, those spots, they're pretty lucrative if you understand how to handle them. I mean, the restaurant's great, but They got to have a stage. 90% of the people come to the Hilton Head, they want to hear live music of some kind.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why Caligny is such a booming area for small businesses that have music outside.
I mean, look at
they
Greg
just
Russell
opened
built
this
that
year.
place in Sea Pines. I mean, you know, without Greg Russell.
You gotta
Well,
remember,
look at the quarter deck,
a lot of
isn't it?
places just keep reopening as new businesses because it's the turnover for new businesses is
But
pretty substantial.
It's ridiculous.
Because tourism, man, you float or you don't.
You know, when I came here as a
most
little
people can't
kid, the
survive
only
the down
thing
season. That's what it
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the
Like,
down
tourism
season.
can't
They don't
keep
know
you
how to
afloat.
invest their money.
when we came here, me and my brother as little kids, the only thing that there was two things we wanted to do here. Down by Cordillo Courts, there used to be a putt-putt,
Yeah.
a miniature golf course, like with the
Yep, I
the
remember.
waterfall. It was like really cool too. So our villa was right down the street from that. And then the other thing was Greg Russell. Like we had to go to
Exactly.
Greg Russell, like, you know, because
Everybody
you
knows
know,
Greg Russell.
yeah, he had a kids session. He was like,
Well,
you
back then
bring
was
your little
Edmund McQueen.
whippersnappers with you, you know.
Yeah, there are people I worked with that.
You know
yeah,
Edwin
they used to be
McCain?
on
You know who that is?
I'd love to have that guy on the show.
Edwin McCain?
Edwin McCain, Greg Russell, both of them.
Angie Aparo?
Angie Apparell's
Oh,
another
Angie
one.
Aparo.
Angie would be so much fun.
Tanner?
Angie could bring his guitar, maybe, yeah.
Tanner?
Yeah.
Who?
Tanner.
Tanner.
With
Shelter Cove.
Shelter Cove. He has the propeller. Isn't he also a realtor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Tanner's last name?
No, Shannon Tanner.
It's
Oh, Shannon Tanner.
That's why I say
Yeah.
Tanner, because you know I'm talking about Shannon Tanner. But
Oh, yeah. I
Obviously,
don't
it
know.
didn't click in your head, by the way.
It's a, yeah, I'm not, I don't know who
Spaced
that
on me
is.
there.
I don't know who that is.
He doesn't work on the island
For
anymore.
help.
so-
I mean, it'd be, yeah, let's
That's
have him on
true.
show.
I mean, there's
There's
just
quite
history
a-
all around.
There's quite a few things. I mean, when I was here, it was entertaining. I met Angie Aparo before he did what he did, putting out his Mothership album and all that. That was pretty awesome. And Blink 182, a lot of people don't realize the first time they were spun on the radio was in Hilton Head Island.
Wow, that's awesome.
Really?
Brian
Yeah,
loves them.
Phil Kahn
Calm down.
was the program director of Wave 106.9 back then, and
The Wave.
yeah, it was Wave 106.9. Yeah, it was fun. I was Crazy K on the airwaves. Yep, but he was the first one to actually put them on the air and spin them. So they sent him a platinum album signed.
That's
It's
awesome.
hung in his
Where
office.
he's got that.
Lenny Kravitz, first time he'd ever had anything on the radio was in Hilton Head Island.
I met
All
him on
'cause
the
of
beach.
Phil Kahn. He put it all out there. It was amazing. Phil was he knew music. All right, let me give you an example. Working at the radio station was awesome because Uncle Cracker, I had his album a year before they released anything off of it because it sat in the studio that was sent to Phil, and Phil wanted to play it, and they said you got to wait, and then he kind of like just gave it to me to hang out, play with, because he couldn't put it on the air. He had to wait. Same thing with Linkin Park. I had Linkin Park for 2 years before they put anything on the radio. I was jamming out to that. People thought I was like, where are you getting this underground music? It's like, well, no, it just hasn't been released. And then what's cool about the album that I had compared to the album that came out, at the end of the album, 3 of the songs were changed. It's like the reason they didn't put the album out when they made the first one because they pretty much edited and corrected things on some of the songs.
Oh.
See, real stories. We want to
Yeah,
share
this
stuff.
is it right
But
here.
Linkin Park, I'm just saying that because they first time they were on the radio was Hilton Head.
That's
pretty
pretty cool.
Lenny Kravitz, I mean, you sit back and you kind of think of those artists, man. I mean, Three Doors Down was here, and a lot of people didn't know they were here, and they played at the Blue Night Cafe.
Kevin, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. You've got such a good feel for the people that have actually built the Low Country. Who in the Low Country needs to be heard? Who do you like?
Depends on the subject matter.
Me,
Give me a subject matter. Are we talking about the night scene at Hilton Head Island? Or are we talking about the day scene? You got a family and kids.
People that
talking
are
about
just
people that are
I would
building.
like a few
golfing, fishing.
a few random things. Like, how about this? How about one in the music industry, or give me 3 in the music industry, 3 in the restaurant.
What do you mean 3? That's what I'm saying. It's like music on the island. Or
yeah,
are you looking,
three-
what type?
three-
Are you looking for people who wants to go out and listen to live music
How
while
about
they're
like
in the area?
three bands that you feel
3 bands or solo artists,
that are local here that might
like Angie Aparo. Like,
Okay,
there's a
Angie
good
Aparo, he
Angie's
does-
on the
yeah,
list.
He does,
you know?
yeah, he does intimate shows here and there.
We
which is
know
pretty awesome.
Angie's on the list. Like maybe Jevin Daly's on the list too.
Yeah,
Jevin,
exactly.
Jevin's a big one.
Oh, there you go. See,
So love to have Jevin on the show.
No, it's easy to do. I'm sure we could reach out to him.
Yeah, he's.
I mean, have y'all heard these guys?
I love that guy, Jevin. He's
Oh
funny.
These
yeah,
guys?
these
He's
guys.
funny. These guys.
guys. That would be fun.
Okay, so in Shelter Cove on Friday nights, they have the free concert.
They
These
do.
guys just played like 2 Fridays ago, and it was amazing. It was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, I
I
was
didn't
there,
know.
hung out.
Free they have it
It was
every.
cool.
You know, who
every
we
Friday. Not Shelter. I
Sterling.
said It's not Shelter Cove. I messed up. It's not Shelter Cove. It's beside in that area. What is that?
No, that's Shelter Cove.
Celebrity Park? No,
Yeah,
that's
it's Shelter Cove.
No, it's Shelter Cove
Park. Is it Shelter Cove Park?
Yeah.
I know Celebrity's on the south end.
So
That's usually
yeah,
for benefits and stuff.
we-
when they have
we
get
that
another
should-
one. We've got to have Sterling
have
Colvin.
Sterling
from
Colvin.
Kinda Blue.
Sterling Colvin,
He-
kind of blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
We were so psyched to know that we knew him when he was on.
Will you tell when he was on The Voice?
Yes, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, you know
It
his
was
father
great.
played piano for the church that I go to, Central Church,
Yeah,
for a while. You know, comes in and does songs. You know, and just-
I worked with
His
his
father is
sister
awesome.
when I worked at Grand Ocean. I worked with Brooke.
But remember, we used to call his dad.
You were
Sterling,
working with
but-
Brooke when I was working with Sterling.
See, you call him Sterling now, but see, remember, we all called his dad Sterling, and he was called Colvin.
Right, I remember him just being
So
Colvin.
his son was called
Yeah, we just
Colvin,
called
which
him
is their
Colvin
last
at work,
name.
but-
It took me
That was his
forever
last name.
to get used to the fact that
We
his
called him
name
Sterling.
is Sterling, and then they were like,
Right.
"No, it's Steve," and I'm like, "Oh my
But he
god!"
still smiles when I go, Colvin, what's up, bro? He's like,
Right, we're like,
he
hey.
just smiles like, yeah, Kevin don't change. No, that's awesome though. I saw Sterling not too long ago when he was standing outside when I was
Yeah,
driving by
he's-
working.
It's easy to,
I'm gonna go by there. I mean,
Is he? He's either. I guess he owns the restaurant. He's
his
either-
dad. If you go to Kind of Blue, or if you know Sterling if you got Sterling Senior on your Facebook page, I mean, you should.
I think
mean,
I do.
Gina might. You go ahead and just
I think I have the whole
look.
family.
He puts videos up all the time. It's awesome.
Yeah, I think I got Sterling on Facebook.
I have Sterling and a sister. I've been friends
Yeah.
with Brooke.
Well, we got to
from the
get in,
beginning.
we got to get in touch with him.
It's not. I'm sure.
And if
it wouldn't
anybody's
be
curious
hard
where
to send
Kind
him
of
a
Blue
Facebook
is,
message.
it's over on Dunnigan's Alley Road, over by
right
the
off
circle,
right
off
off Arrow.
Yeah,
Arrow Road, and all that. Where it all
I heard the
connects.
food's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, the food's not bad.
I'll have to go.
yeah.
Have to
really
check it
should.
out.
You should just come down. We all just go one night.
You know,
not that
I have
Fancy
not. I've not been
adult
to.
life.
I've not been to the island so long. Like Gina comes home with all this food. Like, oh yeah, I got this from Nudes, or I don't even know. Nude.
I'm so mad that
It's
they
gone.
closed.
Yeah,
It's gone.
They do
Yeah, it's gone.
private.
They didn't
no,
make
the
it.
thing is, they're not gone.
Well,
they just decided to do
Robbie-
private catering on a cruise.
But Robbie, I
what?
don't think Robbie's part of that anymore, though.
Yeah, but the food is still really good.
Robbie was the
They're
brains.
gone.
This is just my opinion. This is my opinion. Just everybody know this is
Yeah,
my
kicked
Do
off
a
the island.
hibachi
But,
sunset cruise.
Robbie's intelligence levels like surpass
Oh,
a
that's
lot when
them
it comes
doing
to
that?
understanding food.
Oh,
Are y'all not listening?
No, I was trying to tell him.
said
so
nude.
he would, not nudes. Don't
Nudes.
send them.
nudes.
Dude.
Don't send any nudes.
Like, you ever been over there and had the chicken that tastes? I mean, the mushroom that was tastes like chicken.
I just had the noodles. all
Robbie
the
had.
time.
Oh, Robbie's being. He was in there one night, and I said, I told him I don't eat beef or pork usually. I just don't prefer it. It's just something I don't want to do. And he didn't have any chicken. They were kind of out. They was close to closing. He goes, but I got this mushroom. I'm like, chicken, mushroom. What?
No.
I know that, he's like, no, you don't understand. It's a different consistency and texture and stuff. So he makes it up, cooks it and everything. And I eat it, and it's freaking phenomenal. But then he explains to me he just walked out in the woods in Hilton Head Plantation and found it because he's an expert on mushrooms. He knows what to pick, what you need, how to do it, how to prep it.
I would be like, sorry. Next.
But his intelligence in that area of food is insane.
That could be.
That's
that,
just
you-
one
like-
little
It
tip.
could be game over, though. I mean, you lost.
No, that's more so like, wah, wah. You definitely ate something that's going to kill you.
I'm here. Okay. Okay.
Here you are.
Okay.
I mean, just
Okay,
think of
okay. It's
all
your
the
cell phone. It's your cell
different,
phone.
the different restaurants. What about like some restaurants you think that might want to
Restaurant owners or chefs?
either
Either. Three.
three new?
3 new
Or no,
restaurants?
just any three, I think. And
Or
it doesn't
maybe
have to be on the
Any
island.
3 restaurants. It depends on
Yeah,
the. See, once again, you know me, Brian.
It doesn't have to
Gina,
be on
come
the
on,
island.
really. Y'all are asking me an open-ended question when I'm like, well, is it a special event? Is it a woman and his husband going out for
I don't
a nice
care.
dinner? Because there'll be 3 types of restaurants for that.
I want it
Sometimes
based
we'll
Like
on.
I would talk about
nice
Michael
dinner.
Anthony's, Umbra.
Nice,
You know,
nice dinner.
If you're going out and want music and you want something nice, kind
Jazz
of cool.
corner.
See, reading my mind over here. Jazz corner, or you can go to the Sandbar on the south end. If you're just you just want to go to a bar where you're going to meet locals and it's kind of a dive because you.
What
actually-
about to have on the
in your
show?
intro? It says dive bars. So
What
that
about-
would be South Beach. South Beach over on Palmetto Bay. Palmetto Bay right there in the same strip mall as Papa John's. Right there,
Yeah.
that's South
Smokehouse?
Beach. South Beach Bar.
It's over by the airport.
Oh.
Beach Break. That's what it's called.
Beach Break.
Why am I
It's over
saying
by the
South
airport.
Beach? Anyway, Beach Break. South Beach is anyway.
I know what you're talking about.
And
though.
then you have Cool Cats, which is around the corner. That's really where you get local. And I believe Club Seats now is becoming a real.
Club seat. Oh,
And then you have Richie's Cave over at Matthews.
Yeah,
That's
but so-
really an old school.
what I'm saying
I
is
mean-
like, who do you know?
Richie's Cave is the old Mickey's.
Who do you know
Kevin
that?
knows everyone.
Yeah, no. Who do you know that would be a good guest on the show out of all those people you just named?
Out of that scene,
Yeah.
you probably talk to Mike that owns Cool Cats. Get with Todd, maybe.
You know who's an awesome dude?
Somebody that's been around for a long time. That'd be Andy. She'd be great to have on here. She would know all so much. She's been around for so long.
Who's this?
Andy.
You know who would be awesome, who I met last year, and I thought he was the coolest dude,
Who's
was
that?
We didn't finish the
Chef-
bands anyway.
Chef Tim from Char Bar.
Char Bar, yeah, down.
Oh my
yeah,
God,
yeah,
Chef
yeah.
Tim is awesome. He would be an awesome guy
Yeah.
to have on this show.
Well, that's I'll
So when it comes to the restaurants,
I will
since-
call him.
I'll task
Are
that
you-
to you. Oh, you got
if
his
you-
number?
Watch, if you're in the mood for
Easy, I'll
Mexican
have to just
food,
call the restaurant. He's always there.
it's like if you ask me, you're in the mood for Mexican food, I'll be like, what kind of Mexican food? People are like, what do you mean? It's like, do you want something kind of unique, Tex-Mex?
Heard
Or
Tito's is pretty
are you
good.
shooting for authentic?
Oh.
Because over on Matthews Drive, there's a couple
Fumble.
little mom and pops places over there that actually have really, really good food. And it's authentic though. You look at the menu and you're like, what is? And sometimes you don't know what you're looking at. You got to ask.
Yeah, so I think,
It depends.
we've got
Now,
some
we
good
Got a
ideas
little
running around.
Starting.
Yeah.
It is free for these people to come on. You know, they don't have to pay anything.
But
we just
you're
want to
talking
hear
about
their
people
story.
that come on.
Yeah.
So when it comes to
No
that
strings
industry,
attached.
you got some. You should talk to basically people that are involved in that food and beverage industry. But I mean, if you're talking about activities on Hilton Head, there's a lot of people you can.
Well, I mean, we know
there's so many things.
people from, the boating, like fishing charters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know them. We could have them on.
Captain Hook.
Jay.
Shout out to Captain Hook.
We see Jay Steer at least once every 6 months when we go over to the Erickson's house.
Yeah.
So
Well, Terry Hall, he's another one, Fisher guy.
yeah, Terry for sure.
Hey, does anybody know the name of the guy that is tagging all these massive sharks off the coast? I think his name is Chip.
He's
Is
tagging
anybody?
him?
Yeah, you'll see him. I don't know. He'll be
to
on
look
one
him
of the Hilton Head pages or, buy, sell, low. I don't know. But anyways, he'll
What
be
is he-
sitting there hanging off the boat
Why is
with
he
a
tagging him?
massive shark, and because they track those those huge sharks.
I mean, I could probably find out who it is.
Man, he'll
but-
catch
Oh,
it.
you talking about if you
He'll
want
grab a 25, 30 footer,
Just send him a message on there.
and then. Yeah, no, I haven't seen him lately on the page, but every once in a while, I
That's
didn't know
because
if somebody
instead
knew
of
him.
catching the sharks are.
But I talked to
unfortunately
Joanne
Maybe he's
Hammer.
become the predator instead of the prey, or the prey instead of the predator. You know what I meant.
I talked to Joanne Hammer the other day, and she said, "Okay, I think his name's Chip, and I think she's right."
Chip.
I do.
More
Chip
than one
Larkby. We should have that guy on.
He's playing tonight.
He is.
Then you
Oh
have,
yeah, he is.
You have the Big Bamboo is a nice place for music.
Where's he playing?
I'm just trying to finish
Oh,
off the
probably,
music
it's
thing.
about over.
I forget where he's playing.
Is it?
GTA.
Oh wait, is he playing? Wait, is he playing with a Silicon Sister?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That's usually an experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're only
They
doing one
announced it.
show a year now.
Yeah, they're all.
Then we see guys in spandex that aren't transgender.
Yeah,
That's the show.
it's great. I love it.
We got Groovetown Assault. Those guys, they bounce around.
Yeah. Yep. What's that? Who's the guy to? I can't think of his name. Oh,
You gotta
real
finish
grungy. He's always over there at.
Gotta finish your thoughts.
He's always over there at Defusky.
Defusky.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Grungy.
I can't. He's got a really.
Well, some people know who Zach Deputy is. He's from around here.
Zach
Ah, Zach Deputy. I like Zach.
We know the deputies in general.
I like Zach.
Yeah, I remember when Zach Deputy when
We
he
know
first
this Deputy.
when he first was gonna.
You know who Zach Deputy is?
I know Zach Deputy.
Okay, Zach Deputy when before he did anything, when I lived in Hilton Head, he used to come over to Money Pennies, which is now Cool Cats. Come over to Money Pennies and we had some guys that were on the stage that kind of like did a open mic night, and it got to the point where those guys were so about them performing and not really opening the mic up. So we had to like wait for moments for that person to go to the bathroom or something, and we snuck Zach on one night, and he played, and then it was so phenomenal that Dave at the time, that was the bar owner, told the guy that was in charge. I'm not going to say who the guy is because he might get embarrassed.
Right.
He got told, "Hey, no, you're done for the night. We're going to let him finish it off."
Nice.
And we let Zach play, and then since then Zach's like went in his own world, and it's awesome.
I know Whitney Deputy too.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Whitney, yeah, Whitney, dude, Whitney's crazy. I like that guy, dude.
He's crazy.
I thought I gotta have him on the show. I've gotta have him on the show. Oh man,
We know a few people.
he doesn't care, man. He'll post anything on Facebook, and I
his
always
name?
like it and share it. It's great. He doesn't care, and we gotta have fun. All right, so yeah, we probably should. Man, we're going. I can't believe it. It doesn't take long for time to go by.
Depends on subject matter. It's
It-
always subject matter, bro.
It doesn't take long for time to go by. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I'd be walking here, sit down, and just
that you can talk to.
word vomit or everything I just did out of nowhere.
It's
Did
more
not
so
ex-
just-
unscripted. That was definitely unscripted just then.
What just?
Oh yeah,
vomit?
we're all unscripted.
Word vomit. Yeah. Just bleh.
Yes. Well,
Kevin. Bleh. Kevin's gonna talk if you let him talk.
Brian, don't
Brian.
stop it.
I'm Brian. Look, fat man.
Don't, or he'll yell at me later.
Lois.
Gosh darn it! You messed it up again.
What is this?
All right. Well,
That's the end.
this is the
This is how we
the
end it.
end. This is kind of how we end
This
it.
is how
So
we end it, everyone. We get down and funky. We get everybody know, get loose, relax, get ready to go to bed. I'm with you. Stay sweet, America. Happy
So-
4th of July. If you're going out and partying, don't drink, don't drive. Or drinking, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink. You know what I mean.
that's right.
Have a great 4th of July.
So listen, for those of you who need to be on this show, I'm telling you, please reach out to us. We're at lowcountryunscripted.com, or you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at lowcountryunscripted. If you know someone or that person is you need to reach out to us.
Y'all come back now.
All right, Low Country, keep it real, keep
Deuces.
it local, keep building, and happy 4th of July.
Yay.